Hey there. Okay, so let's create the perfect eye. So you can see I've already done my look for the day. So now I just want to do the eye. So we're going to do brows, eye, and mascara. Okay, so here we go. So this is the perfect everyday eye. All right, so we're going to start with primer. You cannot expect it to last all day without your primer. So I like to put a little dab of primer on the back of my hand just to get it nice and warm, and that just helps it to smooth over really nicely. So just like to get it in here. Now notice there's no foundation or anything on my eye, so there is absolutely no reason to create more tension on your eye than necessary. Okay, so if you put your foundation on, don't put it on your eye. There's like, you could pull and create unnecessary wrinkles, right? So because the more you pull and tug on your eye, the more that is going to be affected. Okay, so one thing that I always like to do whenever I'm starting my eyes is I like to take my mascara, okay, and I like to get it nice and warm. So I just kind of put it between my legs. Some people put it in their bra, whatever. I just get it, I just like it to get nice and warm. You can also get a cup of water, hot water, and put it in the hot water if you would like. So it seems to go on better if it's warm. Does that make sense? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start with brows while that primer's getting a little bit tacky. Okay, so I love to use a brow palette. They're designed for brows, so they're perfect tools to use, but some people look at them and they think they're a little bit overwhelmed by them. So look, you have step 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So step 1 is a lighter color and it's to outline. Step 2 is to fill in. Step 3 is your cleaner. So that is really the best tool that you have. So it cleans up and it helps define that brow. Step 4 just highlights, and step 5 just sets it for the day. Okay, so it's not, don't let it be overwhelming. And then you're gonna take a brow artist brush. So you're gonna want something super thin with an angle and something super thin without an angle. Okay, so we start with the angled side. You also want to make sure your brows are nice and combed. So, you know, I just like to use a, do you know, I have a 2-year-old, so, yep, there it is. So, I just like to use like a mascara brush, because it really gets down in those lines, okay? All right, so I do my own brows, so they're not perfect, okay? It's just the way it is. All right, so here we go. So I just dipped in step 1, and I'm just outlining. I make sure to try to stay inside the lines. I don't want a big fat brow. I just want a defined brow. So I stay inside the hairline, okay? Now watch. My point, the way you know what you're doing, so you want to take your, a pencil or whatever, and you want to go up the tip of your nose to the corner of your eye, and that is where you start. Tip of your nose to the outer corner, that's where you end. Tip of your nose straight through the pupil, and that is where you arch, okay? So, to make that arch, I go straight up and then I go down. Like, I don't try to do it in one motion. Like, I do it in 2 separate motions, and that's how I make my point, okay? All right, so now I'm nice and filled in. outlined. Look at the difference, just outlined. Okay, all right, so let's outline this one real fast. We're doing the exact same thing. Now notice I'm not filling it or anything yet. Now listen, our brows are sisters, they're not twins, it's okay. All right, so, there we go, get my point a little more precise. Remember that step 3 is a cleanup, so that will really help you get it nice and clean. All right, so we're filling in here with step 2. Make sure to stay on the inside. Notice I didn't start on the outer. Like I didn't start here. I leave kind of like a fingerprint amount not filled in, and I'll show you what I do with that. Because naturally brows tend to be a little bit lighter there. So I just kind of leave it, and if I think it's not filled in enough, I just take a little bit of the first color and just kind of hit it in there a little bit. Okay. There you go. Okay. All right, so I'm going to fill in the other brow. Now this is a unique palette, and it's the darkest color. So there's all different colors. So almost always you'll find 3 colors. You'll find a dark, you'll find a medium, and you'll find a blonde. So I always tell people if you're just starting with brows, blonde is perfect, because blonde you can build onto. But if you think you can do this and you really like a bold brow, then get the color closest to your hair. Okay, so if you notice, I have super dark hair. Okay, so what I did was, this is step 3. It's just a little pink, and I just like to go on the top and really define that brow. Okay, so I'm going to do that on the other side. All right, now I'm going to take step 4, it's the highlight, and I just go right here underneath. My brow. Just give it a little bit of a boost. Defined. There we go. And so I'm finished except for setting it. So I'm going to take step 5 with my finger, and here we go. We're going to set it. And there you have the perfect everyday brow. All right, so now remember we did our primer already, so we're ready for the eyeshadow. Now this is great for any eye. So mature, young, this is a great base. Like if you want to do something later, like a smoky eye or something, this is great for anybody. Okay, so we're going to use 2 colors, just 2. I like to take kind of neutral colors, so a darker and a lighter. I use shimmer, but if you have a more mature face, then you might just want to use a matte, because shimmer can also highlight some wrinkles. So you want to like a darker and a lighter, but not black, not super dark. Okay, just kind of 2 neutral colors. All right, so you're gonna take just a regular shadow brush. Okay, so not anything fancy. Look at this. Okay, now listen, I'm going to put the darker color on the outer half and the lighter color on the inner half. That's super easy, right? I'm not going all the way up to my brow, but I'm going pretty high. Okay, so you have it. So there's the darker color. You want to kind of go maybe to your arch. And then do it on the other side. So this is a great look to pull on, like say, you know, it's Thursday night or Friday, and you got to go to work, but then tonight you're going to go out. So this is great to do because you can easily turn this into a smoky eye or add a fun pop of color to it and get yourself a really great date night eye. So notice I'm taking the lighter color and I'm starting on the inside and I'm just pulling it to the halfway. Now, it can overlap just a tiny bit, of course, because you don't want, well, some people like super defined lines, and that's okay. I like to blend mine just a little bit. It depends. Sometimes I use super defined lines, but there you have it. Then that's it. Like, that's the only two colors I'm going to use. So I'm going to take a blender brush. I've never put any color on this brush. I just let it kind of do its job, and I just kind of blend them out together. See that? Look at that. There you have it. Okay, so you have some options at this point. I tend not to wear a bunch of eyeliner. So for the everyday easy eye look, just don't put any eyeliner on. Just go straight to the mascara, right? Well, remember, we're warming up the mascara. It's nice and warm, so we're gonna get it here nice and twisted off. But you can also add eyeliner at this point if you would like. I'm not going to. I'm just going to go straight to the mascara. Okay, so with mascara, 2 light coats is better than 1 heavy coat, okay? So just really pull that mascara out. When you're doing mascara, you want to put it, you want to pull it in, not out, or straight up, because that is going to give you the more full lashes. So the first coat is just giving you a defined, just separating those lashes, okay? The second coat is really going to make them bold and epic, okay? So you're just kind of priming them with the first coat. All right, so here we go. There you go. So I'm just separating and lifting. Now, I am a unique presenter, so if you see something that you would like to try or you have questions, please feel free to message me. I'll add my link. If you see something you would like to purchase, or you want to know what products I use, this is, I'll add my link for that at the end of the video. But my name is Ashley Vance, and I love giving beauty tips because I think that everyone should feel beautiful. All right, so mascara. So let's go back to the other side. I like to go slow on this one. to really get that length and volume. Okay, notice how I'm pulling all the way out, okay? One thing I do, I want to keep my mascara warm, so I like just palm it while I'm applying it. Look at that. This mascara is called Epic Mascara, and it's by Unique. And I really, truly feel like it's epic. They named it correctly. Listen, I used to spend $70+ on a tube of mascara, and because I've always kind of been a mascara junkie, and so when this stuff came out, I mean, I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. It's and it's like a third of the price. Look at that. All right, there you go. Look at that. Okay, so this is how I create the perfect everyday eye. Of course, you can watch more of my videos, and I'll turn this perfect everyday eye into a going out look at night. So anyway, there you have it, guys. So my name is Ashley Vance. I'm a Blue Status presenter with Unique, and I love my job. My job is to uplift, validate, and empower women, and that is what I get to do every single day. So your job today, or your challenge today, is to do something to make yourself feel beautiful, and do something to make someone else feel beautiful today, because that is what it's all about. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you back next time.